America has survived a lot, boys. We survived the Revolution, the War of 1812, westward expansion, the Cuban-American War, the Cold War, World War I and II, the Korean War, Vietnam, nuclear crises, energy crises, economic crises. Looks like we're gonna survive COVID. We survived the Red Scare. But an alligator holding a rainbow flag. It was too much to bear. It was too much to bear. And America now sits in flames. But this is what I wanted to talk about. So people were very angry at this Blue's Clues segment. Now, the first thing that's of note is Blue's Clues is still on the air. Yes, Blue's Clues actually came back and they got a new guy to play the dude in the green shirt or whatever. And they renewed it and they have a new animation style, which is not nearly as cool as the old one. But yeah, they renewed Blue's Clues. And for Pride Month, they decided to have like a tiny song about pride parades. And it's just basically like gay people, they march. Trans people, they march. Look at all these family. It's like the most milquetoast version of like gay people or a thing possible. And it was on the program. It was a really, the worst part about the song in my opinion was that it just went on for too long. Let's watch a little bit of it and then we'll get back to it and talk about the reaction that this got, which was way too much. Okay, so I think we all get the picture here, right? So they basically just go, it goes on for like 8, 9, 10, it goes on for a while. So we're gonna stop it here. So beavers are super cute, by the way. So yeah, it goes on for a while. So my biggest criticism would just be that it went on for a little too long, that they should have had different hooks maybe. But I thought it was cute. I thought it was fine. Obviously it's made for children, so maybe it's not as entertaining for me because I'm not the target audience. The beavers are absolutely adorable though. Which beaver would I be? I'd be that beaver on the right with the little gay hat. Anyway, in fact, I will place myself on. You know what I should do? There we go. I am the beaver. I am now the beaver. Anyway. It's very cute. Now, a lot of people just rolled their eyes at this. Now, I actually think stuff like this is really good. And the reason why it's really good is I didn't see LGBTQ plus people even represented in media as a kid. I didn't see that in movies or television or connected that to my experience. And so what I did was kind of projected a lot of my feelings, not knowing what was going on, onto characters and media and stuff, not really seeing that representation, not seeing me in film. And I do feel like that if there was media out there earlier on in my life saying, hey, it's fine to be gay, instead of getting messages from my father that was along the lines of, thank God my only son ain't gay. I mean, thank God my only son isn't gay, right? Then I think that would have helped me come to acceptance with who I was at a younger age. And I don't think it's a negative message to give to kids like, hey, look at all these different people that are in the world. We should be supportive. These parades you're going to see and all these celebrations, there are celebrations of love and of acceptance. That's wonderful. I did see some complaining, and by some complaining, a lot of complaining about this. I think it's a positive thing. I don't think this was done in any way that was harmful to children. I think this was just a cute, kind of annoying little song that showed some fuzzy little animals flying rainbow flag and saying, hey, look, mommies and daddies and LGBTQ plus people galore. Wonderful. They're all marching in the parade and they're proud of their love. That's all it was. But man, people were not happy. People were not happy about this. For whatever reason, this right here was the worst thing ever apparently done. Thanks so much for the tier 1, Kobe. I'm doing better. I'm doing a decent amount better. Worst done to humanity ever. So this is the first thing I want to talk about. Just going through these replies is going to be great. I don't even want to look at the quote tweets. One interesting note about this clip. The revolutionary fist on the microphone is a nice touch. Like trying to highlight that. So it is true that if you look at the microphone, there's a little fist on it. Okay, and we're a nation built out of revolution. We teach our children at a very young age that we busted up some tea, dumped it into the ocean, shot the bridge, kicked them out because ain't no taxation without representation. We teach that to children at a pretty young age. The Pride March, which is what this is about, was started. The modern Pride movement was started at Stonewall, which was a riot that came out of the fact that the police were raiding gay establishments and punishing LGBTQ plus people for literally just being LGBTQ plus people. To remove just a fist of a solidarity or whatever the hell they called it. It's just a fist, power fist, whatever. Or try to remove all the like protest aspects of Pride or LGBTQ plus activism would be ridiculous. And they didn't beat your kids over the head with it or anything. They just put a fist here to say, yes, Pride has a history of protest, which is the truth. The modern Pride movement started at Stonewall. Didn't start after, started at Stonewall. So why would you remove the fist? It's just, and not even like an incredibly intrusive detail. It's just a fist on the mic, like, yay, we stand united. So what? I understand the colony's position, but all this tea vandalism is just so violent. What's this whitewashing of LGBTQ plus history they want to do? But I mean, it's not a surprise. We saw so many people angry at the 1619 project, so obviously whitewashing of history is something people love. What was it? What was the Trump education plan? It was like the Patriots education plan. I forget exactly what it was called. Somebody remind me. Straight washing. You know what? I think I might have to save that one. The 1776 commission. Yeah, so you know the right has been pretty active. So you can see the amount of retweets is a lot more than the likes, and that's because people are very not happy about this. Well, let's just look at some replies, then we'll look at some quote tweets and laugh at some silly people. This is one of the creepiest things for kids I've ever seen. Again, what this is a bunch of furry animals flying flags saying it's okay to be gay. That's one of the creepiest things for kids I've seen. You know what that's born of? Number one, privilege. And number two, not having watched Courage the Cowardly Dog growing up. That is a brutal combination I wish upon no one. Alex Jones was right. They are turning the frogs gay. True! This might have to be my new banner. We are doomed as a country. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. We are a doomed country. Imagine you're like, okay. So America, guys. Okay, 1 second. I got a good speech for you guys. Okay, I got a good little speech. America has survived a lot, boys. We survived the Revolution, the War of 1812, westward expansion, the Cuban-American War, the Cold War, World War I and II, the Korean War, Vietnam, nuclear crises, energy crises, economic crises. Looks like we're gonna survive COVID. We survived the Red Scare. But an alligator holding a rainbow flag It was too much to bear. It was too much to bear. And America now sits in flames. It sits in flames. What a tragedy. Bloodier than Normandy. True. But I mean, you can cherry pick quotes all you want. I could also talk about the separation of church and state. Yeah, so I really don't care. This is why we buy used DVDs of older kid shows and movies. Canceled all our garbage streaming services other than Pureflix. Refuse to give them your money. You're just, Mom, I want to watch all the TV shows that everyone else is watching. I want to watch Blue's Clues. I want to watch Paw Patrol. Boy, you will not be watching Paw Patrol in this household. You will be watching reruns of the Flintstones and the Addams Family. And that is all you will see. I've already seen every episode of the Addams Family 4 times, Dad. Please. Only Addams Family. Did they even represent a mom and a dad family? Okay. Look. The Pride Parade is to talk about non-traditional sexualities that have been oppressed throughout history and are coming out and proud to talk about it. Look, straight people and straight families are represented in media every day of the week, every month of the year, every second of the day, in all media and all representation. They're everywhere, from the White House down. I don't know if they needed to specifically mention to kids that straight people exist. I'm pretty sure kids are aware from their own parents, their own communities, and their own families and media that straight people exist. I don't think there's gonna be this moment where it's like, Mom, Dad, I'm a straight man. Oh God, I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't prepared for my child to be straight. I don't know if he understands the ins and outs of it. He was so confused about it when he was younger. We can't accept a breeder in this household. That's not the purpose. And I'm pretty sure Blue's Clues has shown quite a few straight couples before on their show. My goodness, it's comical at this point. When parents see this, they'll find something else to watch, and Blue's Clues will either change its format or go broke. I don't really think so. Conservative boycotts don't usually have a good track record. I mean, there are examples of it working, like the Dixie Chicks. But like when you look at Nike, their profits actually went up after the boycott and the cutting of the socks and just burning all your random equipment. When you look at the coffee making company, they're still kicking around. They didn't go under, right? I don't think the Blue's Clues like editors and producers are gonna panic because a bunch of QAnoners and online psychopaths decided they weren't on board with this. I didn't think they were really, their prime audience was not the JLP. Well, did not have a lot of overlap with JLP, in my opinion. And what about it? True. The Revolutionary Fist microphone is a nice touch. It is. 90% of commercials are directed at 15% of the population. This confuses me because it's Pride. A very small percentage of the people are veterans, but we have commercials targeted to them on Memorial Day. Well, the thing is, like, you sometimes aim for like small communities of people to try to advertise to them and like get them. Number one, this is not a commercial. This is a show. But yeah. For example, Grindr is aimed specifically at a small proportion of the population, but it's a very successful app. Like this, there's like media and stuff like aimed at minority populations. Black media, black television, black music, podcasts, all type of content. Black people make up 13 to 15% of the population. Still, the people who create that content, wildly successful. And Memorial Day sales, oh my God, how many of them are there? There's like millions of Memorial Day sales. So yeah, I don't really think it's very strange. Disgusting. Thank God I'm Russian and we don't have such shit here. Just you wait, buddy. The Globo Homo is going to take over. Well, my kids never really liked Blue's Clues, but if they did, it would be banned in my home. Why does our society have this fascination with indoctrinating our children? I love the like, I am sick of this indoctrination. That is why I'll make sure that my children only watch media that I approve of and share my values and doesn't at all show diverse perspectives from different communities, because I'm sick of indoctrination. Look, this is some wonderful content. I've never seen people get so blue-balled by Blue's Clues. This is wild to me. The sex drive is powerful. What? And young children watching this are the direct result of heterosexual sex or artificial insemination. The biological two-parent family unit has been track record for protecting children in their vulnerable years. Pretend and propagandize otherwise, but what's the point of this? Children were born from heterosexual sex. Therefore, they should know gay people exist. I'm sorry, man. I can't. There's only so much I can do. Okay, we'll look at a few quote tweets, and then we'll end. I'm tired of the First Amendment being used to justify this kind of content. It was created specifically to allow me to be racist, not for this. That is the... Oh, that's actually really funny. I'm sorry, but this is so fucked up. Can I respond to a few of these people? I want to see if I can get in any dialogue with these individuals. I'm so curious. I hate this song, but the more I see how angry it's made people, the more I love it. Hey, there's Hunter. I did really like this tweet. Base Hunter, based. Widely inappropriate, especially for toddlers. Good grief. What is inappropriate? I mean, I will say that there's one problem. They do make alligators and bears seem very approachable, but most likely, if a child walks up to these a real-life alligator, they will be consumed and killed. And I think that's probably the most irresponsible thing of this entire video. Walk away while I still can? No. I need to dive straight into the cesspit. Move to Montana and take your kids to the local museum and maybe an outdoor barbecue and stop watching the regime's propaganda. It's toxic absurdity. The regime's propaganda. Oh my god. The regime's propaganda.